Good evening, everyone. I am Eliza Mateldo Pandanon. The topic I have is about applying project based learning in the classroom. What is project based learning? It is a student centered pedagogy that involves dynamic classroom approach in which students acquire a deeper knowledge through active exploration for real world challenges and problems. Project-based learning is student-centered, meaning the students are the center of the teaching or learning process. Project-based learning engages the student through exploration of real-world challenges and problems which help them discover through their own knowledge. Let's proceed on how to apply project-based in learning to the classroom. Here are the steps in applying project-based learning in the classroom. The first step is to start with essential question. In applying project-based learning, you must select a question about an issue will believe that by answering they are having an impact. It is greater than the task at hand. Second step is to design a plan for a project. When designing the project, it is essential that you have in mind which content standards will be addressed. Students also must be involved in planning so that the students feel ownership of the project when they are actively involved in decision making. In designing a plan, you have to select activities that support the question. You have to know what materials and resources in order to assess the student. The next step is to create a schedule. In applying project-based learning, we have to realize that changes of the schedule will happen. In creating a schedule, you have to design a timeline for projects. We have to be flexible but help the student realize that time will come when they need to finalize their thoughts. The fourth step is to monitor the student and the progress of the project. In project-based learning, monitoring the student is a must. It is in order to maintain or control. Reminding that every part of the process belongs to each individual. Monitoring also enables us to facilitate or assess students from learning. The fifth is to assess the outcome. Project-based learning is focused on teaching by engaging students in investigation. In assessing the outcome, it includes asking questions, collecting and analyzing data, and also communicate student ideas. In order to assess the outcome of the student, explain more detail of his/her understanding and justify outcome of his/her work. The last step is to evaluate the experience. In evaluating the experience, reflection is a key component of learning. In this step, you as a teacher are able to know about the learning of your student. Also, expect that our student learn from the project they do. We have now the advantages and weakness of project-based learning. The first advantage is to increase motivation. In project-based learning, it increases motivation for it is a way to engage and give them ownership over their own learning. Second is improve solving problem abilities. In project-based learning, it improves problem-solving abilities, for it has a task that leads the student to develop his problem-solving abilities. Third is improve collaboration. It improves collaboration because students should work together as a group. Throughout their project, they are adjusting and improving their team dynamic, and also individuals should have feedbacks from their peers. Fourth is improving the skills to manage resources. So, improving skills to manage resources, it is in order to achieve the goals of a project. By that, students should do his or her best to be done successfully with the project. And we have now the importance of project-based learning. It develops teamwork and problem-solving skills, and also allows students to demonstrate his or her capabilities while working independently. So it is also shows the child to apply desired skills such as doing research. So how does project-based learning helps the teacher? So it allows the teacher to learn more about the child as a person. It has also helped the teacher to communicate in progress and meaningful ways with a child or a group of children on a range of issues. So in conclusion, in applying project-based learning, it allows for the student to become critical and independent thinkers, which result in students become responsible for their own learning. Their ability to apply, retain, and transfer information increase. Therefore, project-based learning increases student academic performances.